Hello, welcome to the Game Domain. I'm Ed Skelson, and today we're going to be looking at the painting challenge entrance from last month. Now, Johnny set the challenge as rest in peace, or pieces, I guess. So there was an obvious kind of undead flavour to it, and I think everyone has stepped up who's entered. So without further ado, I'm going to start running through them, showing off these fantastic models. And yeah, let's have a chat about them. So firstly, and I'm going to look to my monitor here, is a bunch of definitely undead guys. Some sort of skeleton army. I'm guessing it's from Underworlds, given that it's an Underworlds board at the back. And I've noticed like more people are using this as a backdrop. It's a very good idea because it does look quite cool and it adds a little bit of something to your photograph. So I approve. This is nicely done. You've got the bases, which of course come pre-made, if you will, pre-molded, have all been painted up, so they look great. They've got bits of treasure scattered on the floor, and I think that looks good. The photograph is good, the painting is lovely, and there's some great models. Definitely in line with the theme. And then we've got another one of it. So the rear view of it, and this shows off the armour, which is nicely done, tastefully done, not too heavy. It's a little bit worn and darkened as it would be. So yeah, really like this. Love the cloaks. They've got that, you know, these have been in a tomb for about 200, 300 years and they've just come up to cause some mischief. So yeah, excellent stuff. I like that. Moving on. Next up, okay, so straight in with an absolute beast. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the Avatar of Khaine. I assume he's undead. I honestly don't know what the story is with this guy. But it's a magnificent model, that's for sure. And beautifully painted. And I think what I really like about this is there's a lot of work gone into the weathering on it. You can see the rusting effect's been used really well. Do you know, it really does look good. By the way, first time for me to see these. I studiously avoid looking at them, but we're going to do a bit of a switch up, bit of a change around for future entrants, just to make everything easier. And with Johnny being so busy, he'd love to, I mean, hopefully we can still do the odd one together, but he's super busy. So we're going to change a few things just to make it a bit easier on him, probably not so easy on me and easy on you too. So Avatar of Khaine, if that is what this is, it's a beautifully painted miniature. Everything about it is great. You know, gone to the effort of making sure there's a bit of terrain on that base. Could have just left it because it's already molded, but no, put some grass around, so that's nice. Let's have a look at the back of it. Maybe if I switch it the right way. Oh, yeah. So, you know, consistency in painting is everything, and it just looks wonderful. Really good. Can't fault it. Excellent stuff. And again, as long as that guy's dead, which I kind of think he is, in theme. So is this the same group? Underworlds, patently. Same, you know, the sculpts on the bases are fantastic and they can really make life easy when you want them looking good on your board. Cracking miniatures, some chainmail effect there. Lovely colour, I like the green. It's like an emerald green, or at least it is on my monitor. Not a great monitor at work. Yeah, has he got no head? Is that his story? Has he got his head somewhere else? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, because he's quite tall, but the guy on the left looks like he's got no head. Is that the case? And then the other dude is like, it's over there. I'm telling you, it's over there. That's what he's doing. So that's good. I like that. So rear view of the same. I don't know if he's got no head, because it could either be a neck collar and then there's nothing there, we're looking at it from the back, or it's a kind of a helmet that's sort of like round there on his head. Don't know. Great cloaks, again, a little bit of highlighting on there, wonderful, dry brushed. The manes, so that's all fine. Good colouring on the stones. I'm guessing a wash of Caribou crimson or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, lovely. And again, great photograph is great, really sharp view of the images, which is important. And then the background blurred out just a little bit. I keep saying I should probably give you some hints and tips on how to photograph these things. And I will do it because it's super easy, but it does rely on you having a kind of up-to-date phone, at least in the last couple of years, or a camera, or a proper camera. I love diorama scenes, and these guys are, of course, about to rest in pieces. Some kind of tyrannid behind them, and that's a fantastic scene. Cargo Bay 12, emergency exit. So that's a lovely little diorama. Well done, whoever has done that. That's good. Do you know, I perhaps, if I was going to, I'm going to pick fault here, but only because I really like it. And I suspect you did that just for us. So kudos. I think I would have weathered the floor just a little bit. Maybe just a few shadows around those boxes, a bit of Nuln Oil. And on the emergency exit, you know, make it look like it's perhaps greased up a little bit. But, you know, those boxes cut to fit the corridor. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, so next one up. Well, I'll tell you now, this is mine. So I've won. Make no mistake. I entered this one. This was, I knew the name of it, but I've forgotten. Johnny gave me some figures to sort of paint through, so I thought I'll give this a go. It's a bit heavy on the... See, I can criticise my own stuff. It's a bit heavy on the flesh tones, I think. But I actually painted it to do the wings. So I wasn't really, this is in my defence, I wasn't really that bothered about the rest of it. I just wanted the wings to look good. So for me, mission accomplished. There you go. That's a sort of better view of what I was really aiming for. I just stuck it on I didn't even, there's no background to that. I literally just photoshopped that in. But you can see it's the wings that it was all about. I wanted to get a decent looking wing because I've got a project that's going to be incorporating wings. So I thought, well, Johnny gives me the opportunity to practice on these other miniatures. I'll take it. And I thought, you know what, let's drop on in, see what people think. So yeah, I think the wings turned out really well, and I did a little bit of base work, nothing special. I liked doing the flash that's coming out of its back because there's a series of these that are really nice models. So there we go. That was mine, the winner. Next up, so Abaddon. I'm getting better at these. I think that's Abaddon. This is a beast of a model. I've seen this put together, and it's so busy though. There's so much going on. I think you could get lost in it. Great base. That's a murky looking base. Love it. The sword's got that blue effect. And also chipped on the edges, revealing the silver. I kind of like that. I'm not sure, though, if the blue's perhaps a bit heavy. And there's a copious use of Nuln Oil, which makes me think that Nigel might have done this. But if Nigel has done this, he is definitely getting more restrained. And that cloak is very nice. So fantastic base, great cloak. Lots of skulls on there. They all look good. Excellent. So this is literally the first time I've seen these images, and I like to pick out one. There's not a winner in this. This isn't first, second, third place or anything like that. And I'm just squizzing through them now. I think, wow, you know, that avatar's really nice. Well, the best there is mine. I've definitely won. Whatever I said, criticising my own work was just pure fancy, and I've definitely done the best thing. So just take that as granted. I think, I mean, you can't argue the paint job on the avatar. Okay, you cannot argue it. But, and all these other models are absolutely terrific. So the paint work on, I think, all these models is really good this month. Well done, everyone. But I'm actually going to give my kind of participation praise, if you will, to the diorama. I'm going to give it to these, I guess, Imperial guys. I think they're from 40k. They look kind of, yeah, because one of them's got a, yeah, they're Imperial. So I'm going to give it that because I just think the effort that's gone into that to make that happen is excellent, and you've really got in touch with the theme. Now, I don't know who's done it. It's someone who's prepared to go the extra mile on sending us something, so well done. I think it's very much in theme because, you know, it could be Rest in Peace, Undead, or Rest in Pieces, which this is about to happen. I think that's going to be my winner. So well done, whoever that was. That's the only bit I think that people expect me to guess now, but without Johnny here, I don't have to, and I'm not going to. So well done. I think that's wonderful. I do think the Avatar is the best painted, but this is definitely, I think, the most exciting of the themed entries. Well done to the Underworld gangs because they look wonderful to play Underworld with. And get in touch with John if you want to play some Underworld. Get in touch with John. They've got a little crew of players now, and they seem to really enjoy it. I know they're meeting a little bit more regularly, so you could get involved in that. All you need is one of these guys. We've got a copy of Underworld's like 2-player starter kit for about 30 quid on the shelf right now. One left at that price. Yeah, I hope you enjoy that. So I think the public vote is for the Avatar. And who am I to argue with the public vote? That is, you know, that's a superb bit of painting, great colour work, consistency. But my praise this month goes to the Imperials. Now, next month, Johnny's already put up the title. I think he's put the event up, and it's something without flesh, isn't it? So, in my mind, don't take this as read. You interpret this however you like. I think that's going to be basically non-organic. So we're going to be looking at, I imagine, things like golems, tanks, robots, possibly, you know, you could stretch it to Mechanicus, you know, but aren't they a bit fleshy? And I know someone said, well, they might do a dreadnought. And I was thinking, I suppose you could, but there is a bloke inside them. I don't know how we would interpret that. But, I mean, they're surrounded by big pieces of non-organic stuff. So there you go. I hope you enter. As you can see, no one gets a hard time. Unless we know you. No one gets a hard time. Johnny, I think Johnny entered one in this. So it's going to be one of the Underworld ones for sure. I don't know which though. The worst one, that'll be Johnny's. But if you want to enter, please do. It's super simple. You've got a whole month to either, you know, create a diorama or just put a single figure. And what we're looking for is something that's on theme. And we hope that something that's perhaps compelled you to get your paint box out, to get your brushes out and start doing something. But you're welcome to use an older miniature if you want. We don't mind. It's all fun. We don't give anyone a hard time. Everyone at every level, from, you know, my first splash of paint to I'm, you know, airbrush king, it's welcome. We're going to look at it and we're going to enjoy it. And I'll do one of these videos in another month. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do comment. Do let us know. The only way we know whether this is popular is the feedback. And, you know, our numbers go up and down according to the theme that we're doing. So I think what Johnny's trying to do is allow you to interpret the theme how you wish, and then just see if I agree with it. But hopefully it doesn't constrain you too much when you're deciding what you want to send in. And then a simple photograph, but again, the presentation of your model, not as important as the model, the painting, etc., but it does help me, it catches my eye. So if you learn a few of the tricks of lighting your model, distance from the camera, that kind of thing, that can work in your favor perhaps for other things. Anyway, there you go. Well done to whoever did the Imperials. I'm sure it's going to be in the comments below, and I will see you in a month. Bye for now.